Hey Dub, this is Dave Decide. Today I want to talk about RM posting after the music video drop and about the comeback. I also wanted to get into the fans' reaction to the music video, which was surprising to me, and why people are saying a scene was cut out. I also wanted to talk about YouTube allegedly deleting views and all that. So, hate it or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your template, teaspoon merch, and let's get into it. The first thing we need to talk about is the views and what happened with this. So Yet to Come music video just dropped, and everyone, or most people, are very excited. This is the first music video in a long time, and we were just anticipating this for a long time. ARMYs, if you're new to the fandom, have view goals. Videos with the song in it, so music videos, teasers, lyric videos, reaction videos, whatever. If those videos get views, those views go towards BTS's chart rankings. And apparently, according to the fandom, it counts towards the Billboard rankings as well. I don't know about that 100%. But more views on BTS's music videos and streams on their songs can never hurt them. With the Yet to Come teaser, ARMYs had a goal of 30 million views in 24 hours, and I was very surprised that it didn't reach. However, this is not a big deal because it's just a teaser. But as the video dropped, I think ARMYs were upset that the views were so slow, or in other words, lower than they expected. Around the 8-hour mark, YouTube views were reading around 30 million, which is really good, I think. I mean, if this was any other group, no one would even complain. But I think ARMYs have high expectations of themselves and ARMYs, so some ARMYs were even saying by the 8-hour mark, the video should have gotten 100 million views. This doesn't make as much sense. I think the video is hitting the mark and doing well, because if you look up the record that BTS holds for the most views in 24 hours, it's with Butter, I believe, and it's at 108 million views, and that's 24 hours, not 8 hours. So BTS is still on track and maybe could still break that record and just keep streaming. Other people's theories were that the music video had far surpassed 30 million. YouTube is just freezing or deleting the views. Do you think that as well? I'd love to hear. As someone who makes videos and keeps up with this stuff, I can definitely give a different perspective. The YouTube CEO has discussed this before. Views need to be authenticated. You might think views are just this silly metric on a screen, but the numbers are very important to advertisers. Companies like Coke or whatever ads you see in front of the music video, they pay a premium to be featured on the front of that music video. And they do that because there's a lot of people watching, and that's a lot of potential customers. But if the views are considered fake, or from the same viewer just hitting refresh, YouTube will delete those views so the advertisers won't have to pay for those views, because that's fair to the advertisers. Otherwise, one person hitting refresh 50 times who may have no intention to buy the product in the ads, the advertisers would have to pay to show the same ad to the same person 50 times. It doesn't make sense. And it's a waste of the advertiser's money. And if YouTube didn't count the views, quote unquote, properly across the platform, this is potentially millions of advertisers' dollars going to quote unquote not real views. YouTube tries to be fair to both the person who is uploading the video and the advertisers who are writing the checks. But there is a way around this, and you can still stream a video multiple times without changing computers or being a new person. And this is why you have to stream properly. It's not as difficult as people think. All you have to do is watch the music video all the way to the end, click on another video, let's say it's this video, watch this video to the end, and then go back to the music video. And then every time you do this, your additional view will count. YouTube sees you in that case as a new person, not the same person hitting refresh. A good way to do this is just to have a playlist of maybe a few videos, and then you can let it play, and it'll automatically stream all the videos in the playlist, including the music video. But there is a whole other theory as to what could potentially be the reason the music video views are what the ARMYs are saying is quote unquote slow. By the way, if you do want to see me react to the music video, head over to my Patreon. I have a literal fresh out of bed first thing in the morning reaction. I'll link my Patreon down below. But there were definitely a lot of fans that were disappointed in the music video, and I see this a lot. Permission to Dance had a similar thing. People were saying it sounded generic. It is my actual favorite song. I prefer it more than Butter and Dynamite, and it sounded like Whitney Houston's song, which is why I liked it. Life Goes On had a similar thing, and a couple of people said they didn't like it. But I will say the slower ballads like Life Goes On and Yet to Come, they tend to be less popular in general. It's quote unquote easier to stream an upbeat song than it is to stream an emotional song. In fact, I would argue and say it's harder because you're going to feel sad and emotional for hours as you're streaming. So for those who think the views are lower, we don't know if it is until we see the final view count after 24 hours. But if it is, that wouldn't be be surprising given it's a slower song and the music video is almost 5 minutes. Whereas Butter was like 3, but the song was only 2. So already you could stream Butter twice before streaming Yet to Come once. So 30 million views in 8 hours is almost the same as 60 million views. BTS was being shamed for both the views and also for the song being quote unquote boring, but I really like the song and I think it has a lot of beautiful references in there that even if you're not a huge fan of the song itself, I don't think you can watch and not feel something, which in return makes it a good video. They had references from way back and from their older songs and older albums. Watching it definitely should make you feel like they've come such a long way, and if you associate those emotions with the song, I don't see how you could think it's boring or not great, but that's just my opinion. There were a lot of Spring Day references, moments where Taeyang was using his finger and did a similar motion to what he did in Spring Day. Other references like Jungkook standing in front of a carousel, and he did so in Yet to Come as well. It was interesting because I think they lost the original carousel, because if you take the images side by side, you'll see some noticeable differences between Spring Day and the Yet to Come one. And then other references from Blood, Sweat and Tears, where in Blood, Sweat and Tears they covered Jin's eyes, but they did Taeyang's eyes in Yet to Come. And you can make anything mean anything, especially in art, but I think it's interesting how Jin is considered worldwide handsome and everyone's aesthetic of beauty, but Taeyang kind of became the visual in America as well. And the eye cover representing visuals. I don't know, just a thought. And then they also had the statue, and it's interesting that they had all of these, let's say, paraphernalias from different eras, and then since they're old things that are now metaphorically old and dusty, and thus we see them all in the sand and kind of BTS digging them back up like artifacts. So that is the reference I see that they're trying to make, or I think they are. It was definitely funny because this is such a great conclusion or remembrance of something to honor BTS's career. Yet a bunch of ARMYs are kind of upset over the alleged lack of streaming. ARMYs have ways to get views and attention that are quite hilarious, but they work and it's wonderful. They'll often start a tweet with, "This sounds familiar. It's similar to another song. Oh, I know, it sounds like Song of the Year." And of course, it grabs people's attention and people end up retweeting that. Other little ways that ARMYs tweet out to help promote the song is they'll say that a certain part is cut out, or that there's a gay scene that you missed in the music video, and they'll link the video. This way, if you're on Twitter and not streaming, you'll go back to the music and rewatch it to see if you can find that part. But really, it's to get another view, and ARMYs will often go along with this, and it's just known in the fandom to play along. This time, people were talking about the bus scene being cut. So the significance of the bus scene is that it was a throwback to their older work. Back in the No More Dreams music video, which was in their Too Cool for School album, they had a bus that was prominent in the video, and it was even in the thumbnail. BTS made sure to pay homage to that bus and do that in the Yet to Come video. And so saying that such an iconic and very special BTS moment was cut in the Yet to Come music video, people are definitely going to go and rewatch, and also the bus scene was near the end of the music video, which is going to make people watch the end. But fortunately, the actual truth is that the scene isn't cut. It is there, but please don't let that deter you from streaming the video. I will leave a link below so you can click right to the music video after watching this. Now, after this was dropped and all the reactions were given online, BTS's Twitter actually did post something. It was believed to be RM's legs in shorts and his feet, and it is believed to be RM because of the 7 tattoo on his ankle. And all I have to say to this is, RM, why are you posting your feet for free? Does he know that people pay good money for foot pics? But joking aside, people do think this was RM's response to the music video and the reaction online. It was believed he wrote in Korean caption, "We made a comeback," and this is addressing the video directly. People believe maybe he read some of the negative comments about the video, but he could have just posted that and he may not have been online after. Or the video in his standards is doing well and he's not upset. So I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think? Do you think RM was sad and upset and that post was him being upset? How do you feel about the video? And do you think it's good or bad? And what do you think of some of the negative reactions? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. I think it's this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.